Okay, kids. So if you're watching this, that means that you have finished doing all your lines, all your trace names, and have gone over it with a black sharpie. And you are ready for the next step of this project, which is to select your first color. Your first color will be done with marker. So we have a number of options this year because I was sent a fancy Sharpie set. Okay, so we have these available to you, but I also have my original colors available to you as well. Okay, um, so a darker red, some purple, red violet, and so on. Okay, so if you prefer one of these, they are in a box in the front of the room. These sets are also in the front of the room. There should be enough for one for each of you. We do not mix this set with this set. Okay. Now, once you have chosen a color, so maybe I want this yellow-orange right here, okay? You're going to go into your project, and you are going to have to make a decision where you want to start. Once you make that decision, okay, maybe I want to start here. Each one of these stripes is a space, and then the letters themselves are spaces that you have to deal with. So what you want to do is say, okay, in the first space that I work with, I'm going to fill in the letters. And you begin like so. Never going into the space next door on either side. So I have chosen to fill in the letters in this particular stripe or space. So all the letters in here will get filled in. Try not to miss any little spots. Keep it neat. Try not to go over it too much because we don't have a lot of these markers. We don't want to waste them. Hopefully you can see how this works. Now, I can tell you that the person who has chosen to do his name this way, there's a lot of open space here that's going to be a little bit of extra work with both marker and colored pencil, but I'm sure that he will be fine. So I have worked through this first space or stripe that I chose to do. Now, when I move to the next one, doesn't matter if you go over here or you go over here, it has to be the opposite way. So if I filled in the letters here, I'm going to fill in the background or the stripe itself here. And you can't forget that the holes in the letters, they are like a donut. You see through them. So like the opening in this O, in this D, and so on. Okay. So then you work your way through this space next to the one you started with. Okay, so let's pretend that I finished this whole row right here. Okay. Then in the next one, you switch back to the opposite. Okay, so if you did your color in the background stripe here, you're going to go back to doing your color in the letters in the next one. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to work through. All right, so I would do all my pieces of letters through this area. Then I switch back again. In the next one, it's opposite. So I'm back to the background. And you're going to work your way through the project, flipping back and forth between the letters and the background, letters, background, all the way through it. And that's it for the second step of this project.